think I told you, Maria and I were at a family life marriage retreat.
Was one of the speakers Wayne?
No.
Like a South African guy?
No. So it's not your typically family life retreat. So it's not what everybody thinks. It's actually a fundraiser, and it's people are invited to it, business owners predominantly.
All the rich guys.
Pardon?
All the rich guys.
Yeah, I'm the poorest one there, for sure. It's pretty, some pretty interesting people there. But yeah, it's for people that make donations to family life. And on that note, if anybody's watching this and feels like they really need a marriage or need something for their marriage, I have free family life marriage conferences for them.
Okay, sweet.
So they can reach out to you.
How do they reach out to you?
Well, to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Just send you or me, whatever. They can find me somewhere. If they look on fark.com, they can find my phone number.
How was the marriage retreat? You didn't take your phone with you, right? 2 days?
I did not take, first time ever, left my phone at home, which I don't need a pat on the back for it. It was whatever. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And it was.
I was proud of you.
Yeah. I was proud of myself too.
You don't need a pat on the back though.
Not, like I always tell my wife, don't knock yourself over patting yourself on the back. It's the only affirmation you're going to get.
But you said it felt good.
Felt really good. It was very freeing. Very freeing. You've told me that even when you've done the long stretches in the lockbox, right? And once you know it's in there, it is actually freeing. We are prisoners to our devices, and ties in a lot to the book that I read while I was gone. Marie and I read the book by John Mark Comer. Many of you have read it, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. Highly recommend.
We're going to do a giveaway, right? Later?
Yeah, later in the overtime, we're going to do a giveaway. But very much. How was the marriage? It was good. It was a lot of relaxation. So a typical family life marriage conference has quite a few sessions. It's pretty intense. They're not only geared towards, they're geared towards everybody just wanting to improve their marriage, but they're definitely geared towards people that are struggling and just really want to get a lot of info in. So they have a date night planned. Whereas our retreat this weekend, there was quite a bit of free time. It was really nice for Marie. Like, didn't start too early.
You guys just hung out, or you hung out with other people, or
hung out with other people? Had meals with other people. They
nice.
Specifically set you at different tables so you interact with different people throughout the weekend.
And
this is our 4th year in a row going, so we're getting to know almost everybody there.
Nice,
and it's really special. We really look forward to it. And
so, like, what'd you learn though? Like,
what did we learn?
What did you take away? Did you get anything?
The topic of the weekend was flourishing. Have a flourishing marriage. There was a session on conflict, what healthy conflict looks like, how important it is. And one of the lines that they used, which was, I think, Gary Thomas or Thompson, anyways, but Ken Dick quotes it as well in Freedom Session, is that conflict is the pathway to intimacy. And if you're a conflict avoider, like I am, you just avoid conflict at all costs. You think you're a peacemaker because you're avoiding conflict when really you just have shallower relationships. And so the challenge is really to engage in conflict in a healthy way in all relationships, in work relationships.
Which is like a biggest part of that, I think, is being okay with not being liked or accepted. Because if you really desperately need to be liked and accepted, you're going to really not want to do conflict.
Yeah, but the trade-off on the other side of the coin is just the beauty of having a deeper, closer relationship with someone when you had the conflict. So you don't need too many times. Like, first of all, most times it is going to go well. People are surprised how often it goes well. If you do it, like I said, where you plan it well and you know, so I hear what you're saying. And so you're right. Like, there's definitely a lot of my life was just avoiding things. And then you have, what happens is if you're like that, you start to have a point in your life, and this is why I love Freedom Session, because it nails you on stuff like that. But it's like people, eventually, even Christians, have a swath of people that they just don't like, don't talk to, avoid, sometimes even family members, but really for sure, just people in business and stuff, right? It's like, oh, I just can't talk to that guy, avoid that person. It's like, as a Christian, like, that's not how we should be able to basically talk to anyone. Maybe, obviously not close. Maybe there's people that have hurt us and we're not going to trust them the same. But yeah, so I feel like that's kind of what I got out of that weekend. There was another part that was really important too.
Because that was more like the subjects that you learned about. Like, what did you actually like learn? Were you enlightened on something? They were like, oh crap, I got to change something, or
in our marriage,
or just maybe not.
Yeah. I think it ties into the book. So it was very interesting because we just didn't know what the marriage. The conference is going to be about. We just kind of go in blind every time. But Marie and I decided to listen to an audio book on the way up, and we finished listening to it on the way down this book. And it was so tied in. And it was interesting because I also left my phone at home. So it was just this whole thing of like Sabbath, taking breaks. In the book, he talks a lot about how you know, Jesus, just his pace of life, how it was, how he often took time to go by himself. Like, we basically equate in Dutch culture for sure, but just in general in our society, busyness is equated with efficiency, productivity.
Good.
It's good. It's your praises are sung. You're put on this pedestal if you're drowning.
Yeah.
And it's total BS. And that's kind of been my mantra in my life too. And he really eviscerates people like me in the book where I would say, well, it's my personality. That's how I thrive. And is there truth to that? Yes. But like,
it's more based out of like just being messed up or trauma, and just like being wildly driven. It's not like a super healthy sign.
Yeah.
You know, like,
where you're basically.
What I thought was interesting when I listened to podcasts from that guy was that he said God is never hurried in anything he does. God is actually the opposite of that. He's patient, and he's like
slow to anger.
Yeah, intentional. Yeah. And he goes like, so, you know, it's actually not a good thing, like to be hurried all the time and going and taking the time. And it's interesting as well. I'm sure he talks about it in the book. But when Jesus got interrupted, when he was on earth and walking around, he got interrupted all the time. And he always took the time to talk to the person when he got interrupted, even though there was like some emergency going on. Yeah,
he did share that. He shared about where people died, and I think it was Lazarus and a few others. And then also he talked about, I could be misquoting now, but he talked about the when Jesus went into the desert for 40 days, right? And he basically was going there to pray, and that led up to him being tempted and to extreme hardship, right? And it was kind of like that idea, even for us as people, if we're gonna, you know, mimic the Savior, it's like, okay, how are we taking time to charge? How are we spending time in prayer? Are we fasting? Are we doing these things, right? And I think, it's got to be a heart thing. So obviously, I'm always scared to, whenever even for myself, I'm like, okay, I don't want to become a box checker. I quickly do that where I'm like, oh, now I've done the thing. It's not about that.
Now I'm not hurried anymore.
Yeah. But,
okay.
Anyways, that was my weekend. What did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? I don't know. I went golfing. I had a fun golf game on Friday with a bunch of buddies. Saturday, had church men's breakfast.
Okay, how was that?
That was pretty good.
Okay.
And then in the afternoon, I hung out with the family. Yeah, Friday, Saturday. Saturday, Sunday, I was hanging out with the family. Just pretty chill. So actually, one more thing on the busy thing. I think it's also a control thing, right? Like if we want to have control of our lives and our businesses and everything else like that, then we're going to be super busy and hurried. But if we trust God, then and let Him have control and don't feel like we need to control everything, it's going to be a lot easier not to be super hurried and pushed around. And anyways. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help. If you're interested in doing that, you can create more content and improving the quality of the content. Subscribe to the podcast. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would